Hello everybody, today is 2 for Tuesday and we're headed into North Carolina and we're checking out this property here that was just listed hot off the listing press. This one's $99,000 on a half an acre in Elizabethtown, North Carolina. And then we have this property here sitting on more than 2.6 acres of land in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina for $55,000. And I am going to show you what ChatGPT came up with for the cost to replace the roof and to give these houses some renovations. So welcome back to How Much House for the Money, everybody. Hope you're all having a beautiful Tuesday. And as always, your glass is full of gratitude. We're almost at the 4th of July, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Celebrate safely, right? Okay, now we're going to head into Elizabethtown, North Carolina. Look at this pretty little place. $99,000 is the asking price, and remember, you can always make offers. These properties are placed on the market to be sold. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house with 2,127 square feet of living space, and it's sitting on more than a half an acre, and it's at 709 Quail Street in Elizabethtown, North Carolina, 28337. Let's check it out. It's only been on the market 6 days, built in 1940. Let's check it out. How much house are we getting for our money? How pretty is this little place? So it looks like we have a carport with maybe another area, maybe storage, or maybe that's like a sun porch off to the side. Looks like we have a paved circular driveway and we have that covered porch. Love it. So in Elizabethtown, North Carolina, we are in Bladen County. Population's around 30,000 people. And your property tax rate's 0.78%. And your median home values are coming in right around $160,000. So this is a brick ranch, more than 2,100 square feet of living space, 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, ready for a big old family. Why not, right? This is very nice. Looks like it's been well cared for. And I did ask AI what it's going to cost to renovate the interior of this house and modernize it a little bit. So we'll see what it came up with. Because we have some carpet immediately upon entering off that front porch. More than likely, we're going to find hardwood flooring. We have a fireplace. Very nice. I love it when they're raised. You can just kind of sit there with your glass of wine, toast a marshmallow, right? Get all cozy. Elizabethtown, North Carolina. This is $99,000 on a half an acre. So we do see a French door. Maybe this is the dining space. When you get in there, you get the lay of the land. And as always, the listing agency and the addresses are found in the description box below every video. And you can always have your home inspections and go check these out. How's everybody out there doing today? Happy Tuesday. Cheers, everybody. You're gearing up for the 4th of July. Be very careful. It's very dry in a lot of places. The fireworks make me a little bit nervous, honestly. Here we have a beautiful white interior, crisp and clean interior. Yeah, let's roll that carpet up and just remove it and see what's under there, shall we? If you're new to the channel, welcome, and you're welcome to subscribe and join our growing community. And definitely hit the notification bell, because you know that house, the cabin, the acreage you're not looking for may be in the next episode. They left us a landline, you guys. Check it out right there on your yellow wall. Give me a call. Let me know how it's going. Some of you have left me comments recently that you've been purchasing houses that you find on these episodes, and I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Let us all know how the progress goes. One of you stated that you bought that house in Chattahoochee, Florida. It was like $35,000, and that's the one I said, remember, it's the inside that counts. That was a cool little house, so let us know how that goes. This one's cool too, $99,000. Looks like it's very solid. So there we can raise that shade and check out our window above your double sink. We've got some nice cabinets. Looks like you've got drawers over here. Might need some attention. But we do have vinyl flooring. Looks like you've got your dryer connect right there. At least a receptacle for it. I love the landlines. Any of you have a landline? Gotta have some fun, you guys. And here's the paneling that we all love so much. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? I see beauty. I see potential. I see possibilities. And these are beautiful properties in North Carolina. Yeah, look at our nice powder blue bathroom. Does have, looks like could be ceramic flooring, but we do have the window there. That's always nice. Can't quite tell if there's a shower, but we have our blue tub. And again, this one is in Bladen County, North Carolina, in Elizabethtown. House has more than 2,100 square feet, built in 1940 on a half an acre. Yeah, we're just going to raise that carpet out of there. We're going to paint some walls, put a little love and attention on this, right? You do see closet spaces. Nice. Those more than likely are our bedrooms. Yeah, not bad. 4 bedrooms, too. That's nice. You could use one as a home office if you need it. Spacious rooms also. Okay, so there's our groovy wallpaper. Nice. Could be like that foil type wallpaper. Wallpaper's made a comeback, that's for certain. Okay, so there's our medicine cabinet above our single sink there. The lid is down. We're off to a good start. Looks like vinyl flooring in our kitchen also, or in our kitchen, in the bathroom also. Shoot, this coffee's kicking in. Okay, yeah, this is, okay, so I thought those were windows, but this is our carport, but it probably was windows at one time, and then this must be like your storage area. That's always handy. There's a single shower in this bathroom. That's nice. Love the wrought iron detail. Love it. Nice carport. You can pull right through there. That's very handy, isn't it? Yeah, this is nice. And this is Elizabethtown, North Carolina. $99,000 asking price. That looks solid. Yeah, very nice. And this one's at 709 Quail Street. Sweet address. Nice circular driveway, it looks like also. 709 Quail Street, Elizabethtown, North Carolina, 28337. So let's see where we are on the map. There's your triangular lot right there, half an acre. Right off of James Street and Roland on Quail. Oh, look at all the local amenities. You've got Brick House Seafood Cafe. You have a hospital nearby. You have Giorgio's Restaurant and Pizza, if you want to go Italian. We have Minuteman Food Mart. We have a Builder Supply nearby. Do have a Walmart if that's what you need. And we also have Christopher's Steakhouse and Seafood. I'm in. Who wants to meet up for a seafood meal? All right, so here we are in Elizabethtown. So we are north of Sandy Grove. So Lumberton is right over here to our west. Cedar Creek's up to the north, along with White Oak and Tar Heel and Garland. Red marks the spot. Fayetteville is up here to the north of us. And the coast is right over here. Right there's my favorite, Wilmington, Wrightsville Beach. You gotta love it. Elizabethtown, North Carolina, right there. $99,000. 709 Quail. States here that it's conveniently located near dining and parks. Spacious brick ranch offers comfort and potential. 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, over 2,100 square feet. You have spacious living room, wood-burning fireplace, and you have additional amenities, attached carport, exterior storage, circular driveway, providing easy access and convenience. And for the history on this one, just listed. And the house is 86 years old. Longevity with homeownership, love it. And an assessment of $110,880 shows the taxes coming in at $975. You can always call Bladen County Clerk's Office for accurate tax detail. However, the property tax rate is 0.78%. So let's take a look at our street view. There it is. How pretty is this? Ooh, that's very pretty. So you do have some neighbors, if that's a comfort to you. Very pretty. You can always research and do your homework on your neighborhoods, right? But that is very nice. 709 Quail Street. Probably a really nice family grew up there. And okay, so when I went to ChatGPT, I asked them what it would cost to renovate the interior, because as we see here, we've got some carpet, we've got some old draperies, could use a fresh coat of paint, right? Even though there's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion, I could move right in there myself. So when we look at the interior photographs, we asked ChatGPT what it would cost. It's stating, based on the photographs, 1940s solid brick ranch. You're going to have some removing of carpet, wash, trim and walls, and do some painting. Fireplace could be cleaned and updated, some new lighting, refinish or replace the flooring. Just refinish it. And it's also going to give us new countertops, sinks, faucets, appliances, removes the carpet, removes some paneling, paints. States here that your estimated cost comes all the way down, gives you some little detail on, the cost of each. And then says budget flip would be $45,000 to $55,000. You can let me know in the comments if you think that's high or low. And mid-range renovation, $60,000 to $75,000 if you have new soft close cabinets and quartz countertops, stainless appliances, all the new shiny and fancy stuff, right? High-end interior, $80,000 to $100,000. So it states here on 12 to 1,400 square feet, you're going to be around 35 to 45 square foot for a budget renovation. And states here that current market shows median prices around $220,000 to $230,000. And conservative, you could list it for $235,000, likely $255,000 to $275,000. So if you invest about $195,000 total, you're going to gain anywhere from $40,000 to $90,000. So they're giving it on a 70% rule. They're giving it an 8.5 out of 10 for an overall assessment. So you can let me know if you feel that's high or low. I think that's extremely high. I myself feel that I could go in there and I could paint it myself because they might be including labor costs. But if you do it all yourself, because the house exterior looks like it's in solid shape, it looks like it doesn't need a roof. The foundation most likely is solid, but go check it out in person. But anyway, if you wanted those feet, if you wanted just to see what AI states, that's what it says. But it's still giving it an 8.5 out of 10 with some really good return on your investment. So that's just one in Elizabethtown, North Carolina. Now we're going to head into Pilot Mountain. This one's sitting on more than 2.6 acres of land, and it's listed for $55,000. And it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house, Cape Cod style, with 1,361 square feet. It's only been on the market 17 hours as I upload this video. This house was built in 1941, and it's at 254 Toms Creek Church Road, Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, 27041. Alrighty, so let's check it out. See how much house we're getting for our money in Pilot Mountain. So right away we see this house is going to need a roof because we have growth between the roof and the gutter. But we do have a really nice covered porch on the right and a covered entry on the front. Looks like it's vinyl sided, concrete block foundation. We may get a fireplace. The chimney does not look that old. So on Pilot Mountain, we're in Surry County. Your population's just under 73,000. Look at that, we're getting a creek on this property. That adds value right away. Your property tax rate's 0.51, so it's coming in quite a bit lower than Bladen County at 0.78. And your median home values in Surry County, North Carolina are $315,000, and they're asking $55,000. So we'll see what AI comes up with for our renovation. Yeah, this is a cute Cape Cod. This has potential. A lot of shade trees, beautiful trees on the property. You're going to have a wide array of wildlife, right? Let it roam. Do have a little outbuilding tucked back in the trees. Now it looks like this may be heated with fuel oil. All right, we're going in. So here's our fireplace, hardwood flooring. Yeah, this needs to be cleaned up and called home, you guys. Look at this. So there we have a French door and another front door. Yeah, this needs some attention. $55,000, more than 2.6 acres, and you're going to have the well, the septic, and utilities, and hopefully they're in all working order, but you can have those home inspections. Okay, so we're going to have to look past some personal belongings, but this looks like a bedroom, and look at that beautiful woodwork. Nice. This has potential. We're going to just part ways with the paneling or paint it. Can modernize it very easily. It does have a window AC unit. So these are bedrooms that we're going through right now. There's what we have of a kitchen, U-shaped kitchen, plenty of upper and lower cabinets, 2 windows above your double sink, flat top stainless steel range. There's your bathroom with the tub and shower combination. So the 13 by 11 bedroom, 13 by 13 bedroom, another 13 by 13 bedroom, possibly remove this wall and turn this into a primary. That would be very nice. Then you'd have pretty good sized primary bedroom. Then you'd have another bedroom off of that and another one off of that one. So plenty of possibilities. You have a dining area that's 7 by 10, kitchen's 8 by 10, living room's 11 by 15. And your kitchen, right off the kitchen, is an entry 9 by 4. And then there's your living room with your fireplace. And there again is another view of that. Not a bad property with 2.6 acres, and that's $55,000 house right there. Not a bad buy. 254 Toms Creek Church Road. And let's see where we are on the map. There's your, it's not quite a rectangular parcel. and it's 2.63 acres. So we are right near a Moore's General Store. That's nice. It's to the west of us. And let's see what else. We're right off of 74 right here, Highway 74. This is considered northern North Carolina. We're right below Slate Mountain, and we're east of Mount Airy. Right there, red marked spot right there. Here's your satellite view. There it is right there. Nice, tucked back in the trees. Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, 2.63 acres. That's a sweet find for one of you out there. And let's see, we have a regional history museum over here to the west. I'm trying to see what we have. Food Lion over here to the west of us also. Closer to Salem's, we have Salem, and then we also have Holly Springs nearby. And let's see here. Built in 1941. 3-bedroom, 1-bath house sits on over 2 acres, offering endless possibilities for your next project. Whether you're renovating, flipping, or creating a return on your investment with a rental, this has potential and space to make it your own. And when we look at the history on this one, it was sold for $34,500 back in 2016. They sold it again for $61,000 in 2018. Now they're asking $55,000, and the house is 85 years old. And on an assessment of $76,180, it shows the taxes coming in at $496. And again, the tax rate is 0.51% for your property tax rate. And that again is Surry County. Let's see our street view. Look how pretty that is. Nice little Cape Cod out on a country road in North Carolina. So there is someone across the street, not sure if that's a residence. But look at that pretty location right here. And that looks like it could have a circular driveway going all the way behind it. Nice. And that is $55,000 on 2.63 acres. So let's check out what ChatGPT states. So they're stating this is a 1941 cottage, ranch, single 1-story. So actual roof surface is likely between 1,700 and 1,900 square feet. So they're coming in with tearing off existing shingles, adding new synthetic underlayment, ice and water shield. We're coming in with an architectural grade shingle, new flashing, disposal and permits, coming in at $9,500 to $12,500. Now, if you want to replace roof decking or soft spots or rot, you're coming in between $11,000 and $15,000. If you want a metal roof, which many of us may want to choose, you're coming in $18,000 to $25,000, could be $20,000 to $28,000. Now, if you are a contractor, let us know if you feel these estimates are high or low or somewhere right around the right mark. If you are like me and you want a larger covered entry, 8 to 10 foot wide, 5 to 6 foot projection, it would come in around $6,000 to $8,500 or $9,000 to $14,000 for a larger front entry. And it also provides more exterior improvements that are worth considering. Then it shows us the estimated cost for the shingle roof or a metal roof, your covered entry, your landscaping, and exterior paint if needed. And they're recommending the metal roof, and they're stating that on a purchase price of $55,000, you're going to be looking at a return on your investment possibly as high as $115,000, and you may be getting between $60,000 and $80,000 if you sell for $235,000. $85,000 to $100,000 if you're selling for $260,000 to $285,000, and if you're coming above $300,000, you could gain $115,000 profit on this Pilot Mountain, North Carolina house, or you could move in there and live there for the rest of your days. And so they're giving this one an 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for an overall assessment for renovations and purchase. So here is what this house would look like with the same color yellow, with a black metal roof and the enlarged covered porch and beautiful painted steps and some landscaping. And that is the Pilot Mountain, North Carolina home with a fresh coat of paint and, of course, a little bit of money and motivation. And there it is right here in Pilot Mountain for $55,000 on 2.63 acres. Or we have this one here in Elizabethtown, and this one is on Quail Street, and this one is $99,000, and that has 2,127 square feet on a half an acre. And that'll do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed these assessments. It's always kind of fun to see what AI comes up with for renovations and the cost of these new roofs. And these are some nice finds in North Carolina. And stay tuned for the next one, because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up. Have a great week, everybody, and enjoy your Tuesday. Cheers.